After 3 days with this headset, I realized something I wasn't expecting. It's not about the sound, not really. It's about how it completely removes a specific kind of frictions from my day. And I don't think I can go back. The first thing you notice when you pick up the Arctis Nova 7 isn't the weight, but the balance. It feels dense and centered, not hollow or plasticky. The outer ear cups have this smooth matte finish that doesn't pick up fingerprints, which is a relief. I've been handling it for days and it looks like it just came out of the box. The headband is a thin PVD-coated steel band, but the part that actually touches your head is a soft elastic strap. It's the same kind of system you see on ski goggles. When you put it on, you're not feeling the hard structure. You're feeling this gem of distributed pressure from the fabric band. It finds the shape of your head instantly. There's no creaking or groaning from the plastic as you adjust it. Just a quiet, reassuring flex. The ear cups themselves pivot on these smooth internal hinges. They have a satisfying friction to them. They don't flop around when you take the headset off, but they move easily enough to conform to your head. The cushions are made of a fabric they call air weave. It's a memory foam, but it doesn't have that hot leathery feel. It's more like a firm, breathable pillow. After a 5 hours gaming session, my ears weren't sweating, which is a first for me with most over-ear designs. Then there are the controls. The volume dial on the left ear cup is notched and has a distinct tactile click for each step. You know exactly how much you're adjusting it without looking. The dial on the right, which controls the chat mix, is perfectly smooth. It's a small detail, but it tells you instantly by feel which dial your fingers have landed on. And the microphone, it retracts completely into the ear cups. When you pull it out, it doesn't just dangle. It's on a flexible boom that holds its shape. There's a quite solid feeling when it slides home and disappears, making the whole thing just look like a pair of headphones. The first time I really understood what this headset was doing, I was deep into a gaming session. I had the 2.4 GHz dongle plugged into my PC, audio was perfect, and I was completely focused. Then my phone, which was connected via Bluetooth, started ringing. I just tapped the power button on the headset, the game audio instantly lowered by about 80%, and the call came through clear as day. I finished the call, tapped the button again, and the game audio swelled right back up. No fumbling for my phone, no taking headsets off, no disconnecting and reconnecting anything. It was seamless. That was the moment of discovery for me. This isn't just a gaming headset, it's a common center for all your audio. Of course, it's not perfect. There's this one little quirk with the side tone feature, which lets you hear your own voice. The control for it is a physical wheel, but it's also tied to the software. Sometimes after a restart, I find the side tone is way louder or quieter than I left it, and I have to give the wheel a little wiggle to get it to register the physical position again. It's a 5-second fix, but it's one of those little software-hardware miscommunications you notice after a few days of use. The sound itself is incredibly clean and neutral out of the box. Compared to the old Razer Black Shark V2 I was using, which always had that bass, heavy, explosive feel, the Nova 7 is much more balanced. At first, it almost felt a little flat, but then I opened up the Sonar software suite. The level of control it gives you is insane. I'm not just talking about a basic 10-band EQ. It has a parametric EQ, which lets you pinpoint and boost the exact frequencies for things like enemy footsteps or ability cues in a specific game. After tuning a profile for my main shooter, the sound went from flat to surgically precise. The Black Shark felt fun. This feels like a competitive tool. When you scroll through the official product page, you see them pushing phrases like Almighty Audio and the Nova Acoustic System. They put these diagrams of the custom design drivers front and center, and they really lean into the idea of high fidelity sound, which is fair. The audio is great, especially once you tune it. But what's interesting is how far down the page you have to scroll to find the real magic, a small section about simultaneous wireless. They frame it as a secondary feature, just another bullet point, but in my actual experience, that's the headline. The Almighty Audio is something you appreciate in the key moments, but the dual connectivity is something that reshapes your entire workflow. It's the thing that stops you from having to choose between your PC and your phone. Brands always wanted to sell you on the core spec, the speaker, the sensor, the processor, but they often seem to underestimate how much the simple, quality-of-life features are the things that actually make you fall in love with the product. They're selling a better speaker, but they should be selling a less annoying day. After the first day, the Nova 7 just became part of my desk setup. I'd sit down, put it on, and not take it off for hours. I wasn't just using it for gaming. I was editing videos, listening to a podcast, on my phone while grinding in a game, and taking Discord calls, all without a second thought. The battery life claim is 38 hours, and I found that to be pretty accurate. I use it for 2 or 3 long days before even thinking about plugging it in. And the fast charge is no joke. A 15-minute charge really does give you hours of power, which saved me once when I forgot to plug it in overnight. Something I didn't expect to appreciate so much was the retractable microphone. I've used headsets with detachable mics before, and I always end up losing them. With this, I just slide it away. It's always there when I need it and completely gone when I don't. It makes the transition from a gaming headset to just a pair of wireless headphones feel instant. I found myself wearing them around the house to listen to music, which I would never do with my old clunkier gaming headset. It's the kind of gear that you stop thinking about while you're using it, and I mean that in the best way possible. It just melts into the background and does its job without ever getting in the way. You don't really notice how much it changes your setup until you go back to something else. It's a fantastic headset, but there are a couple of small annoyances that becomes obvious after a few hours. First, the clamping force is a little tight right out of the box. The elastic band is comfortable, but the steel headband has some real tension in it. It does loosen up after a day or two of wear, but that first session was a bit more snug than I would have liked. Another thing is the USB-C dongle. While it's great that it's USB-C, it has this wide horizontal shape. On the front of my PC case, it blocks the adjacent USB-A port. They include an extension cable, which solves the problem, but it feels like a patch for a design that could have been a bit more thoughtful. A vertical, stick-shaped dongle would have made more sense. Finally, while the SAR software is incredibly powerful, it can feel a bit overwhelming. There are so many menus, profiles, and EQs that it takes a while to learn where everything is. If you're someone who just wants to plug and play, you might be leaving the headset's best features on the table because you don't want to spend an hour in the settings menu. It's not a deal breaker, but it's there. So, who is this for? If you're the kind of person who lives at their computer and constantly juggles audio from multiple devices, gaming on your PC, calls on your phone, a video on your tablet, this headset is absolutely worth it. The Simultaneous wireless isn't a gimmick, it's a genuine workflow enhancement that removes a ton of daily friction. For you, this is one of the best do-it-all solutions out there. But if your world is simpler, if you're a console-only gamer, or you just need a headset for one device at a time, you might be paying a premium for a headlight feature you'll never use. There are other headsets that deliver fantastic audio for less. The magic of the Nova 7 isn't just how it sounds, but in how it connects. After a week, going back to a single-source headset felt clumsy and restricted. The feeling isn't excitement, it's a quiet sense of relief, knowing that all my audio is finally in one place, managed by one device without any more effort.